Hi, I'm Cindy Cloward with Riley Blake Designs, and today I'm talking to you about t-shirt quilts. We love our t-shirts, we collect them, and when they get old and used, it's hard to know what to do with them. Well, why not make a t-shirt quilt? I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. The first thing that you need to do is choose what t-shirts you're going to put together. Now, I have two examples behind me. This first quilt was made by Chrissy from our office, and she made it for her daughter, and she was on the dance team in high school, and so it represents all of her high school activities that involved dance. So you can even see she did a jacket in there. Those are all 12-inch squares, and she put sashing in between with an interesting long section in the center with her name on it to make it very customized. I love how this looks, and this is going to be a free pattern on our website. You can go to our Riley Blake Designs website, and that is one example of how to put your t-shirts together. The second example is t-shirts put together for a center. There's no sashing, there's just two borders. So that makes a really interesting and easy make because you're just putting all your t-shirt squares in the center. Now you'll notice on my t-shirt, I did some 10-inch blocks, but the pattern on our website will be all 12-inch blocks. I think it'll be much easier to make that way. So let's get started on how to make our t-shirt quilts. So you've chosen your 16 t-shirts, and you just need to wash them before you start working on them. I'm just going to show you. Usually t-shirts are 100% cotton. This is an old t-shirt from 2009. That was my son's, a special event that he went to. This was way back when he was into Wii. And don't forget to notice you can always use interesting, if you want to capture something on the sleeve or on the back side. There's always some kind of hidden gems on the back of t-shirts. I also wanted to mention that you can use sports shirts. Now, many times they have polyester. They're all polyester. They're a polyester blend, and that is fine to use in your t-shirt quilt as well. So here's an example of that. This is long sleeves, and you can feel it is not a 100% cotton. There is a poly cotton blend. So I'm going to grab, let's start with this t-shirt, and the 12-inch block works really well because it will capture almost every image in the shirt. So that's why I chose a 12-inch block. And what the first thing that you need to do after you've washed it is get all your t-shirts together, and you're just going to cut them out so they're a single layer. So I start here at the top, and I am just using my apparel scissors, and I just cut down the side. This is a quick cut. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to get down to a single layer. And if you've kept these for so long, it's going to feel really strange to be finally cutting into them. Okay, so that is ready to go. There's nothing on the back of that. You can just throw it away or use it for scrap rags, right? Upcycle, repurpose. Okay, so now that we've cut out our t-shirt, it's time to stabilize the fabric because t-shirt fabric is so stretchable, it needs to be stabilized for quilting. So you need to grab some lightweight one-sided fusible interfacing. And you cut it out 16 of these, and I cut them out 13 inches because your unfinished block is going to be 12.5 inches, and it'll be 12 inches in the finished quilt, and 13 inches gives you a little bit of wiggle room. So we take our t-shirt, and we're going to take this now to our ironing station. Now, if you are creating lettering, we have a completely separate tutorial for that. So look that up because you use a different kind of fusible web for lettering. So check out the lettering tutorial for that. I just kind of peek on the other side and try and get it straight. What I want to do is make sure the important parts are covered. So I kind of peek on this side. Oh, that's covered. That's covered. And I look on that side. Because having it be 13 inches, we have it a little bit of wiggle room. And the bubble side is down, the smooth side is up, and we're going to fuse that to the back of our t-shirt. And when you're fusing, you are pressing one area at a time, and that heat, of course, activates the glue. And it stabilizes the fabric, so the fabric is not going to stretch once you've got this fusible interfacing on it. And I don't move this around. I kind of lift and press because, again, the fabric is so stretchable, you don't want it to stretch out of place when you're fusing this to the back of the shirt. And if it doesn't quite fuse, you're not pressing long enough, so let it just sit there a little bit longer. This feels like it is fused pretty well. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so we're gonna lay that down and grab your cute cuts, trim it ruler. These are perfect to square up your block. And I kind of just peek where I started it there. And you're going to have a little excess on all the sides, but you just center up your image. So I find the center of my image, because you don't want your block ski-wampus, and make it even on this side, that side. So that's centered right to left, top and bottom. And now we're going to cut out the center of our t-shirt to make our first quilt block. Now stand up for this. Sometimes we can just cut off. If you're really ambidextrous, you can do this in one setting, but I got to flip it over to the other side. Line that up. And we'll do our last cut. These are our scraps. And then your block is ready to go. It's just that easy. You just need to repeat that 16 different times. And the t-shirt quilts are so special. The one I have behind me, I made for a friend that lost her husband, and it's all the t-shirts that were special to him. So you can see I used a little creativity. I didn't use all 12-inch blocks. I used 10-inch blocks, and I even combined a couple t-shirts together to make one block. So whatever you choose to make, a t-shirt quilt is something that you can enjoy with your family and friends for years to come.